Well, hey there, everybody. We are back again this week with another look at what is coming in the market in this upcoming week, the week of February the 6th through the 10th. Yeah, 6th through the 10th. We're looking at what the market will hold. So let's start off with the Forex Factory. What kind of meetings or minutes or releases or all those good things, results, what's coming out this week. So on Monday, we have the loan officer survey, which is a yellow folder, tentatively, and we tentatively have President Biden speaking. Maybe talk about the state of the economy, maybe talk about the balloon that was floating over the United States from China. Just don't really know, but it says it's tentative. So on Tuesday, though, 8:30 in the morning, we have trade balance. Tentative is the IBD or the tip economic optimism. Red folder at noon, though. Fed Chair Powell is speaking Tuesday, February the 7th, a red folder at 12 o'clock. 2 o'clock that afternoon, we have FOMC member Barr is going to speak. And then at 3 o'clock, we're going to have consumer credit month over month. Red folder in the middle of the day at 12 o'clock when Chair Powell speaks. All right. So Wednesday, February the 8th, first thing in the morning, 9:15 in the morning, actually before the market opens, we have FOMC member Williams speaking, and that's a red folder. 10 o'clock, we have Barr coming back again. And at 10 o'clock, also final wholesale inventories month over month. Those two are yellow folders. 10:30 crude oil inventories. Even though it shows yellow on Forex Factory, it shows as a orange or as an orange folder on investing.com. So medium impact over there. At 1 o'clock, you've got an orange folder 10-year bond auction, 145. FOMC member Waller is speaking. That's all on Wednesday. Thursday, 8:30 in the morning before the market opens, we have unemployment claims, 10:30 natural gas storage, and 1 o'clock the 30-year bond auction. Notice that on Wednesday, this bond auction for the 10-year was orange, but on Thursday it's showing as yellow. You need to always keep your eye on that for sure, that they're not always as they show here. Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning, we've got the preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. Those are red and orange respectively. 12:30, we have FOMC member Waller is speaking again. Waller spoke in several days, is speaking several days this week. At 2 o'clock, federal budget balance. And at 4 o'clock, you have FOMC member Harker speaking. It's not listed here, but on every Friday afternoon around 3:30, the futures, speculative futures orders and stuff is talked about every Friday at 3:30. Right. And those are showing on investing.com as medium impact. So you have to definitely keep that in mind. So let's go from here to see what's going on with our earnings for this week. Earnings this week we have on Monday before the market opens, Tyson, Cummings, CNA, IDEX, Energizer. Yep. After the market closes on Monday, we have Pinterest, T2, Zoom Info, which I wonder if that's different than just Zoom, Skyworks, Spirit, Simon, maybe this is the mall people, Real Estate, Pet Meds, and Chegg. On Tuesday, before the market opens, we've got BP, Hertz, some Jacobs, DuPont. Tuesday after the market closes, we've got Enphase, Chipotle. Chipotle is one of the last big boys, as we call them, that have their stock price is still pretty high. Lumen is also on Tuesday. Wednesday morning before market opens, you got Uber and Wednesday. You got Uber and Wendy's. You got CVS Health, the Yum brands, Under Armour. After the market closes on Wednesday, we've got Walt Disney, Affirm, Robin Hood is there on that day, Mega Resorts, Goodyear Tires. Thursday morning, PepsiCo, AbbVie, Hilton, Kellogg's, Toyota, Veru. Thursday after the market closes, PayPal, Lyft, Expedia. Don't really recognize those. Friday morning, Enbridge, Newell, Honda, Magna, Fortis, and BGC. All right, so a lot of a variation of earnings really happening this coming week. The earnings, they can move the market a bit too, so you always want to keep those in mind and see what's going on there. Last but not least, let's do a little charting on SPX for the week. We want to see what kind of zones have been created, which things can we see will let us know where we may have some support and resistance levels that show up. So over here, we closed on Friday at 41.36, which means we're really right in we really like it hit this resistance zone here. And let me make this a little bit bigger so we can all see what's going on here. We got a resistance zone. There we are. Here from 41.59 up to just below 4,200. Seems like we're just below 4,200. 41.97 seems to be the top of this zone. We do have a gap that has been created beneath us, beneath current price. There is a gap now. There was a gap up from Wednesday to Thursday, and then we gapped down on Friday. So there is some room in here for some consolidation or some play, you might call it. There's a gap here that goes up to about from 41.17 up to about 41.37. And actually, there's a gap above that. I'm one who, when I think about gaps, I know price action shows up in these wicks, but I feel like, body to body is where there is a gap. Speaking of gaps, above the current price, there is another gap right leading up to just above 4,200. There is a seller's gap that showed up back in from off between August 19th and August 22nd. Basically, it's right at the 4,200 mark, and it goes up as high as 4,230. That's again between August 19th and August 22nd. There was a gap down before the market opened. So those are a few resistance levels above us. Definitely 4,200 was strong because we saw it turn the price around twice. And then there's a gap above that, seller's gap. So even if when we go into that, it's probably going to take a little bit to get it filled. If we're looking to now at what could be some support areas, I'm still on the daily chart. Support areas could be just below us, right? We've got the bottom of this gap, which would be 41.17. But if we were to go down even further, we have this support area here at 40.20, which we've seen 40.20. You can look across the board and see that 40.20 has been a support and resistance. When resistance becomes support over here, it changes around 40.20 is support on the daily chart. Let's go into the 15-minute chart and see if we can, if any smaller zones show up for us. So let's see. This is the price movement from this week. We've got 5 days going on here: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Looking at the 15-minute charts, I do see a few little areas. When I put a line on a chart, it is I'm automatically saying there's a zone. I don't necessarily mark it as zones. I just put one line and then I tell myself that this is a zone. So I have one at 41.77, which would be resistance because it's above us now. We do have the one I already mentioned, 41.37 area where it closed Friday. Going down below us for support, I see at 40.50, 40.51. There's some support in there. This is more like momentum in here. And then if you go down further, you see 40.20 again. If I was to look really hard, I see a couple of, chairs in the middle, maybe 40.97, which makes sense. Again, we're right in the another psychological number of about 4,100. There's a little bit of support at 40.98, which is roughly 4,100. And then again at 40.75, around that area. So if we're looking at just these different zones, keep in mind you've got some gaps above us, a little bit of a gap below us, and below current price, and then you've got some lines and some zones on the 15-minute chart. So, um, for you all, I really want you to, if you like the content that I put out, my videos are pretty, straightforward. I don't include a lot of fluff. I am a coach of sellers. I teach seller strategies. Primarily, we trade SPX in the Educator to Trader community, but vertical spreads is what we do, cash secure puts. If you like this stuff, please subscribe to the channel and come back and check us out again soon. All right, talk to you later. Bye.